All right, welcome to lesson 2, video 3. Now that we've looked for our stock photos that we're going to use and we've gotten our hex codes, now it's time to actually create the posts. And these are for when you're creating branded posts. So I'll go over repurpose content and social sharing a little bit later on, but this is specifically for when you want to post something that's branded. So surprise, surprise, we're back in Canva, always. So Canva makes it super easy to create a branded post. So you're just going to click Facebook post. They have all these fun templates. Those can be really great ways to catch people's attention. Now, the reason for branded posts are a couple of different things. Branded posts work really well for when you have an announcement, you're promoting something, your business is making a change, and anything that is something that you really want to get the word out there and you need something showing up in people's news feeds that's going to catch their eye, right? And branded posts are a really great way to do that. So let's go ahead and build one together. Let's choose a template. Let's see. And the templates are really just personal preference, whatever you find visually appealing. These templates are created by very, very good graphic designers that Canva, I'm sure, pays very well. So you really can't go wrong with any of them. So don't get too overwhelmed. I know there's a lot in here, but don't let it overwhelm you too much. So let's grab, this is a cool one. Let's grab this. Now, let's say I'm announcing a Facebook Live that I'm going to do. And maybe I want to announce that ahead of time. So let's build something for that. So we're going to pop that out. We'll leave all this here because we're going to use it in a second. But I would start by uploading. Once you've found those 10 to 15 really cool stock photos that I mentioned, go ahead and upload them all into Canva so that you kind of have just your little library right here. So I'm going to use my Facebook Live photo. And when you're picking your stock photos, think about things that regularly happen in your business. So Facebook Live is a huge thing that I regularly talk about, whether I'm talking about it with clients, whether I'm doing it for myself. So this is a great photo for me to have on hand for my brand. So think about your industry and think about the different types of things you might need. If you're a real estate agent, it might be a really cool, unique looking for sale sign or open house sign. If you're a consultant, it might be a really cool like photo like this. Like that's a really neat like desk kind of situation. Different things like that. Have them on hand because you can use them again and again, but you can make them look really different with templates like this. So the next thing I want to do is I want to customize this template to my brand. So I'm going to go click here and then I'm going to change the color. And I have my brand colors loaded into Canva. Canva will only do that on the paid version. It's called Canva for Work. It's like $10 a month, I think. I think it's more than worth it if you want to pay the $10 a month to have your brand colors automatically loaded. It just makes things so much easier because then I can just click down on these. But if you're using the free version, all you need to do is click here and then you're going to take that hex code that you found earlier and you're just going to paste it right in there. And it will give you your exact brand color so that you know you're using the right color. So for me, I'm just going to click. And then I think maybe up here, I'll make this the red. Looks good. And then you want those 3 fonts that you picked for your brand board, this is where they're really going to come into play. Most of Canva's graphics have 2 or 3 fonts. So you're just going to stack the fonts the same way they stack the fonts. So maybe here, I think here I'm going to use my scripty one. Oh, that's the other thing is in Canva for Work, they'll also let you put your brand fonts right at the forefront. So it is a paid tool. You don't need it to be successful, but it does make life a little easier. Okay, so I finished kind of doing up my fonts, and I just put join me on Tuesday, Facebook Live event, and then I put my little hashtag Tech Talks with Claire. For branded posts, there's really two parts to a successful Facebook post, right? When you're branding. And that's going to be the attention grabber or the pattern disruptor, which is going to get people to stop in their newsfeed and actually pay attention to what you're saying. But it's also really going to matter what you say in your post as well. So now we have a nice, beautiful, branded post. It's all ready to go with our copy. Don't ever, ever, ever post on Facebook with just words. People won't stop to read it. If you're posting something that's an announcement or a promotion or a coupon you're running, or maybe you have a speaking engagement somewhere and you want people to come see you, always, always include one of these kind of branded cards to go with it, because that's what's going to get people to pay attention to the words you've written. Another quick thing, if you work for a company, maybe you're a real estate agent and you have a brokerage, or you're an insurance agent and you write under an insurance agency, or anything really, if you're branding yourself but you work for a company, or if you own your own company and you're branding your company and you want to include your logo, I want to show you how to do that really quick. So all you have to do is make sure you've uploaded a PNG or transparent copy of your logo into Canva, and then you can just drag and drop right on top of your image. You can put it up there in the corner. You can drag it anywhere. But that's how you would brand all of your posts. So if you're required to do that, or you just want your logo on everything you do, it's really easy. Just drag it over. You can make it as big or as small as you want to, and just stick it in the corner somewhere, or anywhere that you want to. But I would recommend either in the upper left-hand corner or the bottom right-hand corner. That's a pretty fairly common place to put a logo stamp. We call this a logo stamp. Or watermark. If you're a photographer and you're uploading original photos, you definitely want to consider putting a watermark on what you're uploading to your Facebook page. And you would do that the same way. Some branding kits for photographers include the watermark, actually, as an FYI. So, okay. We have our post. We are going to download it. We're going to download as a PNG always, every time, unless you're sending it for print, and then you do PDF. And it's downloading. And there you have it. You've got your great, nice, branded post ready to go. This is a really specific event. It's just like a Facebook Live event. It's for a very specific thing. You can also use these type of templates and posts to do like a quote of the day or a tip of the day, or anything. So it doesn't have to be a one-off. You could create one that you use every time you announce an open house, or every time you run a coupon on your photography services. Or if you have, if you're a service-based industry and you have a special for veterans, you could create a really nice branded veterans coupon or promo that you put up. So lots of things to think about, and I would say create 3 to 5 of these kind of branded style posts. Think about your industry, think about your target audience, and go ahead and come up with just 3 or 5 examples. It'll give you some practice, and throw them in the group, and we'll give feedback, and I'll kind of work with you on that. So, all right, I'll see you guys in the next video.